Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and to the continuation and hopefully the conclusion of the deep dive into organ trafficking. We are continuing in pursuit of the anaesthetist. Close enough. And we've got 3 levels that remain. One of which of course will be the showdown where we deal with the big bad themselves. That's going to either be in Dubai or Haven. I think I'd decided it was going to be in Dubai. But we should probably start with an alerted map, just to get rid. New York wants us to poison a target with a dart gun and pacify guards in an unnoticed fashion. If there's any level where you can pacify unnoticed, it's New York. Lateral firearms, time to get disguises, silent assassin suit only. Well, given as we have 3 targets, we should have ample opportunities for a collateral firearm. So we'll pick that up. The question is, what type of gun do we use? Do we bring a sniper rifle? Or do we bring El Matador and then just scuttle away from the scene? Let's go with El Matador. It's a fun weapon. And then we need our wrench, our pick, our seeker, probably our chloroform, just to make it easier to deal with the guards down in the basement. And what else shall we bring? We could bring a Karma. Were there couriers? There is a courier. There is also a safe. So let's bring a duck as well. Let's use all 15 of our inventory slots. Main entrance, very well. Is that a problem? Of course it's not. Where are our targets? Catherine, who's just over there. And then upstairs we have Ronald and we have Myron. I know who Ronald is, I don't know who Myron is. But that's fine. She wanders back and forth. Does she go into a booth over there somewhere? I think she might do. She's not in it right now though. We could worry about her right now. She's going to go back to the front though, I think. So let's not worry about her. Let's just go down, get an outfit and get the safe open. Usual stuff. Just bypass this camera. Now, both of our IT bods are on the sofa. That's good. So step 1, get the security key card. It'll also let us get a guard outfit. But maybe we want an IT outfit. That should allow us everywhere we need to go. If we only need to go up to level 2. And the safe is on level 2 as well. It's near the stock market, so maybe an IT outfit, but perhaps we rob the big safe down here first, then we switch to IT. That might be the sensible option.
Ugh, Jesus. How does this thing work? Does this go here or there?
The wrench
Got it.
goes there. And that's a guard pacified unnoticed. Because he's helped us with their objective, we'll even let him live. Now, both the IT guys will recognise us if they see us. But let's lure one of them in here anyway.
If you want things done, do it yourself. God, I hate inspirational quotes.
Don't we all, friend?
That's it? Oh.
I suppose you also had a keycard, didn't you? But that's fine. In you go. We might need you later. So now it's just the usual stuff. This will get us up to 3 guards pacified once we drop off the chloroform. Down they go. Now we can even get back our chloroform. Nice. And a golf ball. Maybe we could blow up the safe upstairs without using our duck. Just gonna crunch these dudes for no real reason, I guess. Grab the key. Cameras down. You know how this bit goes. Now, if we were to fire the gun in here, on Matador, to blow open this door, would anyone hear it? No, good. I'm not sure how shooting open a door interacts with the if you're behind two doors, no one hears you thing. Like, does it count as one of the doors still? If it's being shot open? Maybe those guys are just too far away, so it's hard to say. I guess I could test it by going back in and firing a second shot. And seeing if anyone hears us. Yeah, gunshot was heard, so there we have it. Oh no, those two lads are on the move. So maybe they heard. Maybe everyone heard.
I need backup. You're supposed to be having stuff, you lazy prick.
Either way, there's a big pile of bodies. Not all dead bodies, though, so let's correct some of that. Oh, that guy's still on the move. Okay, no. He's calmed down. Now, the usual suspects won't come and investigate the safe because they're already dead, so that guy still will. This guy in here will do his thing, but it's not
Deposit boxes are clear.
a very useful thing, it seems. Someone's found a body, but I think that's the one guy who would have gone that way anyway. Now, where are you going? Yeah, there are a bunch of folks coming down here, and I'm not certain they all normally do. So that's interesting. Are they all going to end up in the room of unconsciousness? One would hope so. Yeah, that guy is for sure. Yep, and his mate. Still someone in the safe though. Where'd you come from? Oh no, you're the guy who has just wandered around there, that's right. Down you go. That guy got pretty far in the room before he dropped. This guy's still lurking around in the safe. So what's this guy up to? Is he bagging and tagging, or is he just investigating still? He's moving with purpose, so he might be on his way to bag and or tag.
Hey, Command, I got a possible dead body here. Maybe unconscious, so get medical on standby. I'm moving in to investigate.
Yeah, you move in to investigate, friend. And now you're part of the problem.
Could someone please get off their ass and give me some help? Oh shit!
And she's gone looking for
Number one! This is like the apocalypse!
help because she found a dead body back in the earlier room. And then the help she was going to look for, probably, is now perforated. So that's not going to do anything for her. And that's everything we needed to do in this outfit, I think. We could now go back and become IT dude. Yep, she's gone upstairs to get some help. And we're just a nerd. Our fellow nerd recognises us, of course, knows that we're not the nerd. That guy's gone down. There might be more panic down here soon. I do hope so. Oh, you're going back to business, okay. Ah, that was this guard. Wonderful. So where's the courier gone? There she is. She'll probably come around this way in a minute. Then we might even need the karma for her. We could perhaps be less subtle than that. More bodies found.
Here. Oh God. I stayed up with a sore thumb. Well. Huh?
I'm just curious as to whether or not the next person that's going to be summoned is the guard over there or not. But either way, we should have time to shove her in a cupboard.
There's this man doing stuff
Good.
that is clearly illegal.
Yeah, we got away with that. So, who are we going to Dark Gun and who are we going to Collateral?
Please come to the director's office. Okay.
There's another camera box which is
Don't want to be late with these people.
around here somewhere.
Now, poor guy. He did well for us. I mean, he closed the Burma.
That guy enjoys a drink, so we could potentially poison him
From what I heard,
with a rat poison type thing.
fine, telling him to
But we could also just seek him and see where he goes.
the director did not appreciate that sweater.
Oh,
I feel
what's wrong
like
with me?
calming this guy
I'm gonna be sick.
isn't going to work out because that guy does come in for sure, but then other people from in there might also come in. And we don't want multiple people seeing us when we are trying to stack a bunch of bodies on top of one another. So yeah, you're coming upstairs.
I did every quarter they blew it.
Does anyone come out of these doors? Maybe. I've definitely seen people come out of these doors before. I'm not sure if it was just a target that was added to the level for that reason. So we'll wait for our man to go in here before we engage in any shenanigans. Have some shenanigans, friend. There's another target just out there as well. Nice. But there will also be a banker coming in, I think. Right on cue.
Ah, finally alone.
Yes. Finally alone. Now, if you could join us in here behind these two doors, that will make my life easier. We'll just need to move your touch, I think. That should do it. And then our Matador can do its thing. And no one's any the wiser. Outstanding. Let's reload our Seeker while we've got a second. So our target roams back and forth, round and about. No one else uses this bathroom, so we could Seeker. Perhaps, if we get the chance. There's security friend doing his thing. Ah, so he goes out through those doors, so it was wise to not deal with our man as he climbed the stairs. So our friend faffs around over there, then he comes down here a bit. Now he's just sat. Nope, not for long though. Is this a good spot? That looked like a hit, but I guess it wasn't. Are we trespassing through here? Yes. And he knows it. He's having a smoker though. That affords us an option. We've also got the safe to worry about. And none of its bits are in this room. Game's given us like 3 explosives now. I think it really wants us to blow at the safe, but that might be a bit silly. Especially when the clues are just sort of hanging around out here. Is anyone watching us? They are. Okay.
I don't think I've seen you before.
Yep, you've seen me. But now we are gone. We're gone, I tell you. Yeah, we got away with that. We'll double check by climbing in a box. And they've lost interest. Outstanding.
No, I think I saw him go into the bathroom.
Whoa,
Hey.
Frank, you asshole. What are you doing
Do I
here?
know you?
It's me. Yeah.
God damn it, Frank. Of all the times for that asshole to be walking through, it happened to be right now. Is he going to know where we are, though? Doesn't look like it. Maybe this affords us an opportunity. Yep, she saw that. Which means we're going to get in trouble if we're not careful. But is she going to flee? No? Okay, she stopped panicking, kinda. She's just... Yeah, now's the time to move, now that she's
Somebody help me, please.
gone to get
Someone
help.
help me over here.
Hey, you! What's in...
Yeah, that guy is gonna want to look around. We don't have a key for that door, so we'll just sort of sit here for a second in case he goes enforcer mode. Sirens are coming in, which suggests that, yes indeed, bodies are being found. I mean, there's been ample found in the basement, but
Yeah, okay, I think I understand.
it's fine.
Come in, command!
Right, you're going that way. Okay, you're opening the door for me. That's great. We're allowed in here, you see. And we're going to grab ourselves a propane.
Man, yeah, I'm here now. It's all clear. Over.
Yeah, you lot worry about all that mess that's going on with
What's
Frank
going
and
on
everything.
here? What happened?
I'll be over here somewhere. I'll be up on another floor, therefore avoiding trouble. Yeah. Yeah, it's technically a crime to open this. But we got away with it. Now we just need to deal with our target down in the lobby. He's probably just chilling and is an easy snipe. Yeah, she's the one who just goes and sits over there eventually and just chills. So she shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Does Supplier have anything that might help?
You want to buy something? You name it, I got it.
Oh dear,
I'm in.
our man has exploded. What a shame. And Supplier does have something
Back
that helps,
anytime.
but we can't afford it. So she's just going to remain there for the rest of time. This would be a good place to be. And we're allowed.
I don't think so.
Not sure what that guy's up to. Someone's dragging a body downstairs, I guess. And they've discovered that there's a kerfuffle down there. Our target has unfortunately expired. We're not trespassing yet. That's great. Down goes another man. And we make our way home. An excellent New York. So one could say the hard work has been done at this stage. But the last time I went to Haven I made it look like hard work, so maybe not. We need a rare melee for one of our targets. We need a knife, possibly for the same target. We need an SMG for the guards. And we probably need a rubber duck. So we know now that the splitter cookery does count as a knife, so we'll bring that and the VHS tape, as well as our red pistol. May as well use the weapons that I've paid for. They're not necessarily better than other weapons, but maybe they're just a little bit cooler. Don't know if we really need to worry about a seeker, which is good, because we've only got 3 spots left, so let's bring a duck. And because it's collateral explosion, maybe we bring a prox explosive and do the old chuck it at some goon's head dealio. Let's see if that works out. It's a nice sunny day. I think I have turned off the nighttime version of Haven. 'Cause it's just a little bit dark. We've got Daisy near the garden paths, which is totes approach. We've got Christy near the spa. And then we've got Oscar and Max, which sound like a pair of dogs, hanging around on the top floor of the mansion. Should we start with them? We're going to want a Villa Guard outfit. So maybe we start with them. It'd be a shame to get a Villa Guard outfit and then blow it before we actually get into the mansion and need the dang thing. But then again, I guess we could always do the other two first, then get the Villa Guard outfit, then get into the villa. Because, yeah, there's a target right here, so it's certainly an option. They might be better bets to isolate, whereas Daisy here is very much in the open. Which means we might not need anything fancy with regards to throwing concussives. We could just give her one. And then wait for her to get close to those folks again. There's options. But she's in a position now where we could probably throw one at her head without anyone really noticing us. Is it smart though? Let's see what she gets up to. So she's coming this way. Does that make our life any easier in general? I don't know. Depends if she hears that, which she doesn't. So she stands there next to friend.
Honestly, Charles, I've been curating those handbags for the better part of a decade. Not to mention the shoes.
Oh, it's her.
Charles, I'm sure you
The
remember
handbag
shoes.
curator.
It's hard to forget the shoes, Daisy.
Yes, it is. Here's a duck though. It's hard to forget the duck. If you're already dead. I think Villa next, because that area is going to be hot for a little minute. And then there's going to be guards dragging bods around. So Villa next, then we'll come back for our spa target. And we'll grab the splitter SMG as well, because if we're using a bunch of splitter weapons already, it seems appropriate to have that with us. It isn't silenced though, is it? So we'll still probably stick with the DAC when it comes to actually dealing with our guards. Did that connect? No. Right, so who are our targets? One of them might be an innocent chap, the other's a guard. This guy's going to get it good and proper today.
Freaky.
We'll drag him into the bush a bit. So we'll get ourselves the key and we'll get ourselves a new SMG. Let's just double check it's not silenced. No, it's legendary. So you can use it for like legendary headshot challenges or similar. But not with any subtlety.
On the security tape yet. My ass on the line here, you got it? Whoever stole Mr. Williams'
So yeah, there's one guard up here. Well, one maid up here who's an enforcer.
Keep it real.
You know what I
There's one of our targets. That guy's also an enforcer. They're everywhere up here basically for this outfit. I'm not sure if our man is going to come back, the one who's a cleaner, because I'm sure he was somewhere in this vicinity. Oops. Didn't mean to climb in that cupboard. So Max is coming this way. So there's Tyson as well. That's kind of unfortunate timing on all of this. Unless our target comes into this room, which he might. We could probably make him come into this room, in fact. But no, I'm going to let him just come in because he's obviously moving in this direction. Wonderful. Where's our knife? There it is. And Butler can go in the cupboard. If I wasn't carrying an SMG on my back, I might switch to Butler outfit. But that's not really an option. Oops. Worth a try. Well, we've got SMG kill, haven't we? So let's get rid of that guy, because he's an enforcer and we don't like that. And let's see where our man goes next. He's just leaning. Speedboat key. If we hadn't left our target back at the spa, we could have escaped in a snazzy fashion. But alas. Is that not a door? I guess not. Ah, our man has found the body. I think it's our man anyway. Yeah, he's going to come over and have a quick check, make sure that the man with the bullet wound in his head is in fact dead. He does indeed have a bad case of SMG to the head, and it turns out it's contagious. So with that out of the way, we jump the wall and head back to our spa target. Looks like they are just enjoying a nice massage. They have got no care in the world at all, and that is not going to bode well for them. In terms of how alert they are, it's pretty much a 0 out of whatever scale that you might have in mind. I'm fairly sure we can just waltz in. Yes? Yes. Now they are getting a bit of a rub.
Oh, it's so good. Just try to relax.
Yeah, you try to relax.
Don't talk. Just enjoy.
Is there a subtle way of dealing with this? I'm not certain there is, you know. This would have been ideal for collateral explosion, to be honest. And we do have another explosive about a person. But I don't necessarily want to kill people unless we have to. I'm counting collateral as we have to. But I don't want to just kill an innocent. Just for the fun of it.
This is hell. It's not so bad. I'm glad. Let me know if it hurts, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Hey, don't go around whacking people in the head like that, you hear?
Yeah. You need help.
Hey, hey. Oh, crap. Shoot around
Okay.
here. Fan out, find
It's
him.
kicked off.
Roger that.
It's kind of inevitable.
Someone help me!
But hup,
What the?
I think we've made it away. There is a camera box here, but if we go this way. Yeah, that guard hanging outside there was a bit of a pain. Don't mind me, friends. I'm just avoiding the cameras for no clear reason. Now maybe it is wise to take the speedboat after all. I assume any hullabaloo that was occurring over here has now calmed down a bit. There's not been any additional cases of getting shot in the head, so everyone's probably quite chill. So we will take our boat all the way to Port Victory. And that does bring us to our showdown, which involves an axe kill. Only one disguise, dart gun. So an axe kill means a lot of this is off the table. But regular, everyday silent assassin is an option. So we need to poison our target with a dart gun. Let's bring both seekers, because that gives us 4 darts worth of chances. We'll bring our usual stuff. Combat axe. Got a bit of spare space for something else if we need it. We are looking for a smoker foodie, blonde hair, glasses, and no hat. Who would that be? I don't think we need anything else because Silent Assassin rules out a lot of the fun things that we might want to get up to. Oh yeah, we need our pistol, don't we? We need to be able to turn off cameras. So we actually face a tricky challenge if we want to keep our perfect streak going. Let's roll. Okay, we're up here. This is generally promising. We are trespassing, of course, so Silent Assassin could be in jeopardy at any moment. But we've also got easy access to a couple of outfits. So let's just try and sneak our way to those. Right, so there's a guard walking down that way, which means we are on the Ascensionist. You there. Down you go. Get in a cupboard. Your outfit's cool, but I would rather claim that guy's outfit. And because we're on the Ascensionist, it shouldn't be too hard, because he's just going to wander down there. No one else is going to be around, one hopes. There is a possibility that we run into lookouts or assassins or even suspects. I guess we could go out now and just knock him out, but further down the hallway seems like a safer bet. Come on in, friend. Get in this cupboard. And that's us sorted for an outfit. Good. So we have targets upstairs. We have guards nearby in the security room that are enforcers, so we won't try and go for a key card. We'll just pick the lock. And there's a target. Who are you? You're a hat wearer. Get off my list. Who else is up here? Two more. One of whom is upstairs. The other one is around here somewhere. Now you look kind of sketchy. Do you have a necklace? You do have a necklace. Do you have earrings? You do have an earring. You could be the man. Well, there's two guards down here though. And you guys are having a meeting. I'll leave you to it.
Hey, you get the business? Hi.
It's handover.
I don't have time to wait. Have a package? Yes.
That's not my man, but the other one might well be. So whose assassin are you? Does it really matter? It kinda does. I'd like to know for sure, because if I have to seek both of those buggers, the assassin and the target, then I'll do it. What if we throw something here? That got the attention of our man. It also got the attention of that maintenance dude. And no one actually moved. Okay.
Everything's cool.
Everything's apparently cool. A lot of enforcers. But this outfit was probably the best choice. Yeah, once again he's asking other people to go and investigate. Okay. But he's also on the move.
Hey man.
Which would be cool if he can avoid enforcers. But can we avoid enforcers to get to our friend? Maybe if we rush past that guy. Yes. So there's our man. He's eating some food. That was on our list, wasn't it? I'm feeling positive about this guy. Probably best if you go in there. Okay, that'll be a lookout. We don't want a lookout interfering with our business, but hopefully they won't. There are buggers everywhere. He's smoking now. It's definitely this guy. These two guards might notice though if we give him the old seeker. Now, is he going for a meeting? Is he having the meeting just there? Okay.
Told him if he didn't like noise, he could pack his shit, move out to the desert.
There we go. Our man is sick. It's always great to get poison target dart gun as an objective because it helps identify people. Plus, it's useful to poison dart gun your targets, nearly always. So, yes. Now we just need to make our way past any lookouts that might be around. Which way are you going? Because there is a lookout coming this way, I think. So which way are you going? Heck it. Good, we're fine. So, friend. Have some of that. Now, we'll just wait a moment. I'm pretty certain that assassin was with the other guy. But just in case, we will stick around here for a minute. Because we don't want a situation where that was our assassin. And he comes in to find out where his client's gone. And I don't want to be caught dragging bodies anywhere either. But yeah, I could drag him out to the freezer. But whilst these folks are roaming about, I'd really rather not. Although that guy is definitely following that target we've rubbed off, so we could move this guy. But I don't think we need to. I think we could potentially just make a break for it. You're an enforcer. If we come down here, give you a wide berth. Then I think that is, yes, another perfect. And that's campaign complete. A tasty reward this time is the Sieger 300 Ghost. A fabulous prize, I think you'll agree. And so for the final time, we sip the wine of judgment and we determine exactly where organ trafficking stands on the Syndicate tier list. I think to the surprise of no one, really, I'm going to place it at number 1. It just meshes so well with my own personal playstyle that I barely even need to think about it. I do like situations like arms trafficking gives, where you've really got to think outside the box, you've got to play in a different way and it's fun. But if I had to try and perfect an entire campaign or something like that, it would be organ trafficking every time. I mean, we perfected like the last 12 levels in a row without even really having to try that hard to do so. That's a good indication that I am one with the trafficking. And so there's the whole list for you. All 7 of the Syndicate types apart from sick games, which is just always good fun to throw in every now and again. And maybe we'll see a bit of sick games next time. Could happen. Next time we're going to do what I'm tentatively calling the Banned Crime Challenge. But I'm thinking it is actually going to be quite a bit more interesting than it sounds. Hopefully you'll be there and you'll be able to tell me what you think of it. Maybe you'll also like to tell me which your favourite Syndicate types are. Do you agree with my list? Do you disagree? It'd be very strange if you fully agreed, but maybe that's the world we live in. Let me know in the comments down below. And either way, I will see you next week for something new. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.